Yo, we in the building, just chilling. We chilling.
We chill. We chill.
Better get that together. Better get the view together. Man, yeah, we out here chilling. We about to get this. We waiting to see who getting up in this live. That man Tio getting that work today. That man Tio is getting that work. That man Tio Hemo is getting that workington today. We're just making sure we got a decent little view. Yeah, get up in the live. We in here chilling. Listen, you still gotta hit the Amazon store link. They've been hitting the Amazon store link. Amazon storefront. They getting it in. I'm gonna put the link in there. Hit that Amazon store link. I really don't be watching them. What is they on pay-per-view? What they on top rank? With the ESPN? With is it on regular TV? I really don't be watching them scraps for real. I'll just be looking to break down them highlights. Be looking to break down them highlights, my genius. Hey, blood, you better stop farting. Dude just keep farting and running up out of here for real. You think he's slick. Cuz keep farting and running out of here. What, is them fights on pay-per-view? What's going on? Is they on pay-per-view? You know, we mostly just be breaking down the highlights of these guys. It's not hard to tell what they're gonna do in there at this point. It's definitely not hard to explain what they about to be doing in there. I know what he about to do in there, my man Tio. Claggett, Claggett stay right in front of you. Claggett gonna stay right in front of you, buddy. Claggett gonna stay right there. He ain't about to do nothing different, nothing special. So we know what that's looking like. We know what that's looking like. And Teofimo got them, the twitchiness. Teofimo got that twitchiness, buddy. So you definitely got to be careful in there. You got twitchiness, fast twitch, put you in a ditch. Got to be careful in there. He will smoke them bootsies. Got to be careful with that man Tioski. He will get in there and smoke them boots. He will get in there. Watch out. Get out of the kitchen. You're behind just in here farting like you crazy. Yeah, dog. Tio about to get loose. We know that. But I ain't got top rank or nothing like that. Y'all gotta hit that cash app so we can get that top rank app going. That's if y'all want to see that work. If not, we could just wait till the highlights come on and talk about it. But Tio is a natural counter puncher, and Claggett be coming forward, throwing punches, staying in the pocket. I mean, logically, how do you think it's gonna turn out? Logic, how would you know it's gonna turn out? How you know what is about to happen? Don't we? Don't we know? All we got to do is act like we got sense in there. Yeah. So, well, I mean, from y'all expertise, expert opinions, you know what I mean? What I mean is common sense. I mean, he got a tailor-made man for him, so he can get his rocks off in there. You trying to get them rocks off. So, with that being said, we know how it's gonna turn out. A highlight reel knockout because top rank now about to play. They actually got some money together. They actually getting some money together from Tank and Loma. Think about it. They're getting some money together so they can get their work in on that level. You gotta have that money in place. You gotta have that bread in place. You gotta have that bread in place. TO by KO. Why not? I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it either. Nobody, I don't think anybody really gonna be watching that joke. Hey man, get off the couch. Your ass know you ain't supposed to be on no couch. Dude think he Funky Cold Medina on the couch all day. Ain't nobody watching it. Cause it's not what we want to see. When it comes to that technical work, we know how that's gonna turn out due to the stylistic and fundamental matchup of Claggett and Cuz. We know how this is gonna turn out, buddy. We don't have to trip off that. We know how this is gonna get. We're gonna saute that up too with that. After we put this on the jaw. That was my nigga A. He on his way back to the crib. He wondering if that Tiafimo fight is gonna be on ESPN. Hey y'all, let me know what that fight gonna be on. Where's that fight gonna be on? Let us know. We need to know because we might be trying to just see it and see what's going on and get some studies in. I really don't be watching them, but if somebody like my man A, if he offer to get that John going, then I'm gonna get it going. I ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna trip. Cooking up some string beans. It's on ESPN Plus. Alright, when A get back, we gonna get it on that ESPN Plus app. Ask him what's his password down here. We can get it going. And get that John going. Every now and then, certain guys in there get you watching this boxing. Tito got enough juice. We're gonna see what Tito gonna do in there for real. See what Tito gonna do in there. Make sure Tito getting his work in and we want to see it. We want to see what Tito gonna do. I'll tell you what he ain't gonna do is use the jab. He might be able to use it though on Cuz. Cuz just be primarily coming forward and being on the inside. You know what I mean? Cuz might just be primarily on the inside. Tito gonna be getting to use his attributes that are most beneficial. What if dude came in there boxing off the back foot, blew his whole wide out? How he in there looking crazy?
I'm saying? What if he get him in there off the back for the heavy? Get him in there looking nuts, so like above the rim. You don't want that. You don't want that nuts so above the rim or have your pack falling out everywhere off of the building. That nuts so from above the rim was tragedy. He tried to touch the backboard, jumped and flew off a building. Like, how can that not be like tragic? That's almost as tragic as some of these guys that be refing these and not judging these cracks, not knowing what they're looking at in the professional realm. You never even did the work that you're judging. This and people wonder why boxing is the way it is. And they wonder why it's like that. What are you judging? Do you even know what's going on in there? You have no clue. So what are you doing? What are you doing in there? You have no idea. You're just saying and doing anything. You don't. Because you never put forth the fundamentals to nothing. So how you now you judging something fundamentally on defense, but you never used your defense. Oh, I can tell that one can land that clean, the way he rolled with it. If judges who box actually control the sport and the craft of boxing, you will see a lot of people looking different, boxing different, and doing a lot of things. It would just be a lot of things done differently. Because you will know who's judging the fight, how they judging it, why they judging it like this. Why are they judging it like this? Are they judging the fight fairly? Are they judging it with common sense? Do they know the four criteria to judge the scrap? Or are they just sitting there yapping? Making shit look crazy. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's where we be at with it because when you box in blood, sometimes when you be in there, unless you really know you boxing dude's ears off, you and yourself you be like, man, I don't know how this turning out. Unless you know round for round, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. When you first start boxing, bro, you don't know what be going on. You don't need because the judges, you new to it just like everybody else. Unless you stop a guy, right when you come out of there, you be like, damn, I don't know how that turned out. Like, because you feel your adrenaline be going so much. You be like, man, I don't know what's going on. And dude on me? What was dude look like? You don't really know until you're done. Your adrenaline come down a little bit, and then you reassess the fight fundamentally. Like, oh no, I really boxed his ears off in there. He did nothing with me in there. He did nothing with me. His ears got touched. His ears were touched in there. And that's when you start knowing, oh, okay, I see how this works. Let's see how this works. That over fight after fight, you will know if you won. Because you will be like, man, I landed the cleaner shot. You will start seeing when you actually hurt a guy in there and he couldn't survive. Like you could see when it got like, for example, in the Lugo fight, I could tell when I hurt somebody. But I could tell when I hurt dude because he don't, once you be in there so much, when you hurt somebody, you can see through their mannerism. Oh yeah, I hurt him. I run his bell with that. He hurt. He's trying to rest. He's trying to do this. Like you can see it. That's when you start understanding the sport of the sweet science a little better. And it really comes from watching tape. Like when you watch a lot of tape, you really see how you broke niggas down. Like you can see it. You can see it. You be like, damn, I broke him down for real. You start seeing it in sparring too. You start seeing it really in the totality of the boxing space because you start to understand that damn, it really just takes keeping somebody at bay with the jab. You're not gonna land that clean. You're not gonna do the things he would normally be doing. That he will be doing in the other fights getting off because he's not doing it right now. He can't get these things off right now with me. And then that's when you start understanding, oh, okay. It is a science. Keep this man from touching me at all times with any shot. You can't even get inside to get the jab off. Once you do that, you can see the guy quitting on you. Like you can see him like giving up. You be like, damn, he not trying to fight for real. Like you can see it, like damn, he not trying to fight. He don't know what to do. He can't even get in. I'm too technically sound. He can't. And that's when I start realizing, damn, the jab will really neutralize somebody from doing anything. The jab will neutralize you from doing anything. You'll be thinking you're trying to do something, you can't even get to this man because his jab is so sharp. You can't find it. You like, why can't I get this dude? Why is dude so elusive? He's elusive. It's not that he's elusive. Yeah, he done found his range on you, and he executing that range on you at all times. That's it when you get in there with the Shakur Stevenson. They know how to execute that range on you. And then you have a hard time getting in. And you be like, damn, his jab. Like, the jab too sharp. Like, even though you can't have all of those good sharp punches and all of that, I mean sharp skills, like sharp jabs and all of that, you still have to understand how to learn how to land those shots. That's where the skill set comes in at. It's not just throwing a jab, it's landing a jab. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not just throwing the shot. It's learning how to land the shots consistently and setting up your money shot fall. You gotta understand them things. That's why people don't be having problems doing what they're trying to do in the ring because they have no understanding on how to land them shots for real. They don't know how to land punches. They don't know how to set up punches to land them. That right there. Because everybody think you just gonna go in there and get them shots off. They gonna think you gonna go in there and do that. This is why, man, I keep telling y'all, when you learn boxing from somebody who actually did it, it's a completely different thought process, dog. Tell y'all that all the time. It's not the same process when you learn it from somebody who never did it. Your process is gonna be different. They're not even explaining the correct terminology. They be saying shit like, I can't explain it, but why you can't explain it? Because you never performed it. You never performed the task. And I mean, it's not nothing to be in your feelings about. It's just, if you didn't perform the task, you should definitely ask somebody. But this is the thing. I've learned when it comes to men and fighting, it's hard to tell a man how to fight because in his mind, he like, no, ain't no nigga gonna tell me how to scrap. Like, and that's when you be wrong at. That's when you're wrong because that's how you learn. Everybody learns from someone who was doing it before them. And when you don't learn in that manner, that's when niggas be getting that's when niggas be getting they pack busted because they never learned in the manner. They never learned it in the manner of somebody who done it before them. And then they be naming all these guys. Well, man, them niggas ain't they never coach these niggas for real. Angelo Dundee wasn't coaching nobody. He was the man with a name. He wasn't coaching nobody, bro. Sorry. It wasn't going on like that. That's not how that worked. He would meet, Ray Leonard would meet with Dundee 3 weeks before a scrap. So it wasn't no, he training him, he showing him the moves. He never did it. He was never doing that like that. I know y'all probably thought in your mind that's how it was going, but it wasn't. It wasn't going like that. I'm here to tell you. It was not going like that, buddy. It was not going like that in the time. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Get out of the kitchen. It wasn't going like that. You don't know why T.O. wants Crawford so bad because at some point in your mind, you feel like you know boxing the best. And when you feel like you know boxing the best, hey, watch out. Don't be coming over here farting. When you feel like, hey, watch out, cuz. Hey, just because you know boxing don't mean you know it on the level of a Terrence Crawford, and that can get you hurt because he definitely knows how to use the jab, and he's gonna box you off the back foot. Yeah, that's the same thing Canelo was saying to Crawford though. That's the same thing Canelo be saying. Is it not? Is that not true? Is not? Is that not the same thing? That's the same thing. The Canelo got business where he at. Um, who else? Everybody got their own business. Everyone. Everybody got their own business to be handling. Tio said he the last one at 140, kicking rocks. He the last one. He's the last one. So it really depends. Tank weighed in at 130 his last scrap. Tank weighed in at 133 his last scrap. So you know, you never know. He could be moving up and down and around. He could be moving up and down and around on your ass. We gotta be careful in there with these guys at this point because man, these guys be moving up and down in weight, and they at that weight that height. Well, if they was at a little bit tall, if they was a little taller, it would make it a lot easier. But T.O. size going to 154, he'll mess around and get that Meldrick Taylor treatment that Terry Norris gave Meldrick Taylor. And that's when you gotta be careful. Cause then you really ruin. Hey man, stop being over here looking sad. Nothing wrong with you. Night. Nighty night. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Night. Night, come here, Night. Ain't nothing wrong with you, Night. Over here looking sad. You gotta put all that farting shit. You be farting every time you come over by somebody, but that's weak. Yeah, bro, like And we're gonna break that down. We really are. Because I know y'all think that talent and skill derive from the same. Listen, sometimes your talent can become a skill thing. Or your talent is a skill thing, like drawing, building, architecture, engineering things, things like that. But when your talent, when your talent thrives in athleticism, then you have to learn skills. Some guys only have like one skill. For example, Deontay Wilder at one point when he was really training like he should. Cause listen, I don't care what you're doing in there. But if you getting your pack busted over and over, it's because you're not training for real. Listen, if you training for real, you don't have time to take the shit, throwing it on IG, my nigga. Like, come on, bud. Like, we know what that is now. You doing it for the gram. Literally. Like, we know what it is, bro. When you really training, you don't be getting stopped like that. It is so there is nothing to listen. Even Pacquiao, we know Pacquiao trained to the T, my G. So when was Pacquiao ever gonna get stopped in the manner of a Deontay Wilder? He wasn't. He just never wasn't. He got athleticism, and Pacquiao wasn't a skillful fighter. He was an athletic fighter. Those are facts. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't a skillful fighter. He was an athletic fighter. And then people would be mad when I say like somebody with skills has to use feints, hooking off the jet. Those things are skills. You have to learn those. They don't just come natural. Hooking off the jab is not a natural thing for every boxer. That's why you have to learn how to use flicking the jab is not something that's natural to every boxer. These are skills, bud. Boxing is a skill-based craft. Boxing is a skill-based craft. You see what I'm saying? If boxing is a skill-based craft, then you have to learn to put the athleticism in the back pocket and be willing to use the athleticism to make your fundamentals come to the forefront. So, I don't, no, I do know. Like, the fact that people really, in their mind, be watching boxing, not understanding that skills, they say it every time. The skills are what pays the bills. The skills are the fundamental layers on top of each other over and over and over again till you come up with new nuances to take the craft to a higher level. Now, if the craft has already seen a golden age in the 80s boxing, then you must go to the and you pick apart all the styles, what made them different inside and out, what made them similar inside and out. And there you will find the quadratic equation. Yeah, you hear that? You hear that? From there you will find the quadratic equation in your fundamental style to be successful in the world and realm and universe of quantum, boxing, quantum. And listen, people don't even really ever hear me talk about boxing in a mathematical sense. Only y'all do. Soon as I start talking, people cut their ears off. That's why I come on here and just and get my bars off with y'all because it's crazy that everybody in there thinks they be boxing, but nobody's broken it down from the inner and outer differences and the inner and outer similarities. And that is quadratic, and that's when I start really come to conclusions on how quantum mechanics really works. On the simplest level. Because when you listen to this, if you check in the outer and inner similarities and the inner and outer differences, at the end of the day, it's all about what's similar because even the differences, they both have the same differences. The differences is what make them what they are, inner and outer. And we already know the similarities. The differences is what help you put them in other groups. To familiarize the other groups so you'll know, oh yeah, these people are with these people. And then if this is the thing, at the end of the day, everyone has inner and outer similarities. Everybody at the end of the day has inner and outer similarities to finalize things. The similarities are the integral part of the universe that what makes up the whole. So, if you're watching boxing and you're noticing, man, this guy, why he not successful? Watch 80s boxing. Why he having trouble with this style? Why is he having trouble with this style? Why? Why is he having trouble with that style of boxing? It's because he's not doing something that they were doing in the golden ages of boxing. He's not. It'd be that simple for me. If you really watch boxing on a regular basis, you can just be like, damn. You know, that's why when I be watching, I'll be like, yeah, I already know. If he kept this up for the whole fight, I could see why he didn't do what he was supposed to do, or look how he was supposed to look, because he wasn't doing this one or two things. And that be the founding factors of why Pollo is a perfect fight for Tio, pure boxer and counter puncher. Hey, yeah, that's a perfect fight to get him better. Like he gotta get that work in. That'll be a hard fight. Cause dude be moving, slipping, changing levels. He actually gets low to slip and roll under punches, and he got length. That. How is that so simple? I'm listen. When I'm spewing out the information, I'm not even thinking. Tio can unify the division with Liam Paro and Alberto Puello. Why get your pack busted at 154 makes no sense. Because Leos get ahead of themselves. They get ahead of themselves. And sometimes they see things when they at that age that are not there. And it's okay. He wants to get to work, I get it. He wants to get to work. Watch out. He wants to get to work. You know it's a bigger payday for him. See, this is what I understand is paydays on every level. That's a payday for Tio. He was already complaining he wasn't getting that bread. That's common sense. Common sense. It's common sense. Who got whatchamacallit, Tiafimo, if he don't get it together, he'll be having problems with Liam Perro. Cause he can box and he be moving. Tio will have to catch him coming in. But trying to deal with a left-handed Crawford who's a good 5'9", 5'9 and a half. That's not a good idea. Stylistically, Tito doesn't possess the all-time great boxing style. He doesn't jab. He doesn't jab. That's why he be doing all of this, coming forward. You ain't got to do all of that. You get right here, you be moving off that yop, up jabbing, sticking, up jabbing, rolling the jab down here, hooking up it. You will be doing all of that. You'll be doing that. Listen, I don't hate to say this, but it was one point about my seventh fight. I had understood boxing and my style was perfect. Like it was perfect. My seventh fight, I already knew what it was. I'm like, you know what? I'm not coming off this jab. The fight when I fought Lugo, I'm like, I didn't come off the jab, but the type of jab I was using, I should have kept using it. So I'm like, If I keep my stick on him tough, young, 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 young. If I keep that on him tough and just be doing what I want, if it would have been anything later than a 6 rounder, I would have stopped him because I know when you slowing down. You could feel the punches. My punches ain't slowing down. Especially when I start going down to them guts. That's not slowing down. That's what I'm starting to realize when I'm watching these guys and comparing them to Floyd. Would you guard me while I'm on my live? I nigga Knight guarding me while I'm on my live. He's guarding. He's like guarding me. I just now got it. He's protecting the profit. Sure, that's what I should do. I should start a business while coming through your home and elevate it. Yeah, hey, no. Clean this and do this like this to protect your well-being. And stop playing with yourself. Do this like this so you can protect your well-being, buddy. And stop playing with you so you can live a prosperous life. Because, don't get me wrong, my person, it wants my 100 million, and it thinks about the things the IRS be saying and all of that. But it's some things you read and it kind of trigger you, but then you have to really realize, even in boxing, oh snap, I'm doing this every day. No, I do what I want to do because at the end of the day, the 11 laws are the 11 laws, and when you're acting on them every day and all day, it's your will on behalf of God. Because whatever you do, it's going to be magnificent. For the fact that you're acting on behalf of the Supreme Being. You feel that? It's called truth. When you're acting on behalf of the Supreme Being. It's very important. And when you're following the laws, boxing and anything becomes simple. That's why I'm going to have to go back in my mind and redo my boxing as a vegan. But I've partly done it, and I'm telling you. Well, what I know now, being a vegan and boxing, oh my goodness. And this is the thing, I watched my man Aaron do it. And understanding the pathway and understanding being vegan. It would be detrimental for anybody to be in the ring because I'm going to be at a weight that I know I'm stronger than you. And my fundamentals are intact. So when I deliver these shots, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be hurt.
You're gonna be. Like I can imagine hitting Tiafimo or even Ryan hitting one of these guys with a hard left hand. Listen, even Tank, cause he just so little. Compared to the size of a welterweight. And it's the fact that when when you really understand about the cutting weight and doing all of that, from being vegan, you would start understanding like, oh no, I don't want to hear it. You'll be like, no, ain't no excuses. It wouldn't be no excuses no more because ain't no way cutting when you vegan. You walking around on weight. Your speed is your speed. Mental clarity is at a high. Who fighting on that teal undercard? Who on there? They getting work. Listen, next week is supposed to be 80 almost every day. They got like a heat advisory. I gotta get that sunlight. Man, you know who was good? Who was good? We was watching the other day was Riddick Bowe too. Riddick Bowe was getting work with you. That man Riddick Bowe was nasty. I dare not call him Big Daddy. That's not it. Yeah, Tio got to work on his fundamentals. So he can last. I'm tired of seeing him and his dad do them same mitt combinations. And that's why I be listening. I've literally been watching it. And I see why people don't be good now. The mitts, they'll ruin your fighter.
You're literally showing them the muscle memory. Watch out. You're giving them the muscle memory to do or not to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's important, because if you don't understand like these things can affect the way the fighter delivers, and then you don't know what to do, you got them just sparring all the time. You got them doing all this extra stuff like running. Like, no. Shadow box and break down your boxing. It's crazy important. When you shadow box and break down your boxing, slow on your shadow boxing, and then take your time, speed it up. If you spend 90% of your time shadow boxing, your punches will be a lot sharper. Also, because shadow boxing is a plyometric act, it increases power naturally. You ain't got to be doing nothing magnificent. The fundamental, the better. Listen, the more fundamental, the better. Because you're really locking in them fundies. And by the time you get on the mitts, your punches will be coming out correctly. Mitts is for understanding the relationship between the fighter and the opponent, and understanding how to slip, counter, and do all of that with a simulation of punches coming at you because somebody got on the mitt and is giving you a target to hit. Mitts are not boxing. And just because you know how to hold mitts good, it doesn't mean you're teaching boxing. Like it's crazy because some people think mitts is what teach people boxing. It's just like, no, you actually gotta fight. Listen, this is the thing, because I be seeing it in Philly too. It's like you run around the city boxing all the time. Sparring, being at the gym, you look like you know what you're doing. But in actuality, you don't know what you're doing. Because the fighter will get you better. Fighter will get you better. Saying, damn, I ain't do this. I was supposed to do that. And then trying to, then you going back to the drawing board and then you work on it. You come back to your next fight and you do it. You can't be prejudiced with yourself. Just because you stop somebody or did something now, no, the way you stopped them was you ran the shot perfect. Did you turn it off up in there? Was everything fundamentally sound? That is something that can be fixed. It don't matter the shot you threw. It matters how it landed, how you executed, was it set up, was your eyes open, was you swinging for the fences, was it an accurate time shot? If you caught you slipping, like these things make a difference, and then people are not even paying any attention to them, and then thinking they're gonna get better in real time when they never even took the time to get better from their last fight. They just took what they did and ran with it. And that is not getting better, dog. Even in your wins, you gotta see error so you can win better. And those are bars. Yeah, you heard what I said. Even in your win, you have to see error so that you can win better. You got to. It's mandatory. That's how you stay on top. Keep your edge. Because you like, damn, I won, but I really should have busted his pack to the point where he wanted to quit in the first round. How can I set this up to where as soon as I start doing this, doing whatever I'm doing, that he starts falling victim ASAP, so that my opportunity to capitalize is at 100%. Anytime I want to take it, I want to take it. So at this point, I'm just carrying the fight, getting my rounds in under the lights. That's typically how you want to be boxing, because ain't nobody got all day to be getting hurt. So you want to learn how to neutralize somebody, and that's when I had started learning, like, damn, a lot of these guys don't know how to execute the proper jab. Which jab to use at what time. You know, those things, those things are making a lot of difference in the sport. The jab is so important. You know, you gotta be stick and flicking. You can't just be primarily flicking. You just can't be primarily sticking. You gotta be doing a variety with the thing. You got to. In comparison to your boxing style. Because you have to master all-time great boxing style into your game. if you trying to participate and be an all-time great, that must be done. It's really how you execute your jab. All because you want to execute your jab. Listen, it's so important. Fact, so many dudes who look good on mitts and on in the in the bag getting their packs busted, go back and hella media workouts. Dudes look on point, getting their pack busted like Johnny Depp on Blow. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah, that just be what it is. That's why you gotta take your time and look at what you did even in the win. Like, see, no, I should have did that better. I should have did that better. I shouldn't have did that in that manner. I should have executed. I did it in one of my fights. I closed the distance, and in my head I said, no, let me back out and do that again. I was falling in and doing all this dumb. It's not even necessary. Dude, don't even. Hold on. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear now better? I'll put them on my ears real quick. Yo, yo, yeah. So, you know, those things is important because even in the win, you can be like, no, I can execute that better. Like I was saying, I had seen myself, like I felt myself doing something whack in a fight. No, bro. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I was like, I'm not even about to do that. I'm about to make sure I throw this shot correctly. That's what's important because if I do it right in a fight, the more times I do it right and I trip, it'll come together. And then that's when I realize, oh, this ain't about to do nothing. That's why he in the. All I gotta do is relax. All I gotta do is relax. Even when it comes to slipping them shots, if you slipping shots and your legs ain't right, your head and shoulders gonna be all over your knees, and you gonna be available to get hit. You're gonna be available to get hit, and that's that. Because you're not in the realm of defense that you think you possessing, to where you would be. See, this the thing. You would be out of the way of the shots. But due to the fact that your head and knees, your head and shoulders is over your knees, and you're not fundamentally slipping in the right position, even when you lift weights, if your head and shoulders, you got a bar on your back, you will be tipping over. So you don't want to be doing those things when you slipping, so that way you could be in a position to actually slip and come back with perfect shots. Like
Boxers,
these guys who never box, they underestimate the whole understanding of body mechanics when you delivering a shot. Like your body mechanics is what allows you to throw a hard shot.
the punches
Don't
don't.
just your body. This is when I start understanding kinesiology.
That's why I was like,
Like, dang, Bruce Lee wanted to learn that so we could learn how to maximize the mechanics of his punching and kicking ability. And
then
what
what
he
he
started doing is
he was like,
I'ma just repeat this. It's all about repetition. So that's when I started saying, damn, fundamentals is about repetition.
it is this simple.
Simple. If you're gonna be jabbing right like this, then you gotta think before you jab to throw the person off, cause you really not moving your head. If you drop the hand and jab from the waist, you definitely gotta be fainting and moving your head and flicking the jab off that because your hand is down. You're more defensively susceptible to get hit because your hand is down.
Yeah, you got it. You
You gotta jabbing, like thinking you could just do it, making up your own jab and just doing dumb shit with your jab. Like that, just that's why people be getting busted because the jab can really keep you away. How you're sticking it. They just be like, no, I'm not coming in there. His jab is sharp.
so I know
Cause
if
he young.
he young and then soon
Soon as he young. See, that's the part where you gotta be willing to know how to gauge, how to maximize your strength through boxing technique. This is why when I be training fighters too, I they hands be closer to their chin, right here.
this is where your
Your
hands.
hands should be.
You see that?
You see how close this is all the way in, right here, to the side, not out here. You're not protecting shit. Your hand is out in the middle of the space. You're not gonna get no enough power and momentum on your jab because you already cut it in half. Right here, you get full range of motion, and you get time to twist the wrist. Young, and you land it with all four knuckles when you twist the wrist. You bring it back, then then you go right into a hook. Bang! Now you got rhythm and momentum from here to bring it out to mid range of where your jab will be coming out, where your hook is, and then turning the body. Bang! Hand all the way back. Bang, 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 90 degrees. Bang, bang. They're gonna be hurt off of all those punches. They're gonna be sharp. They're gonna have power and speed because you build the speed up off the repetition of doing those.
You can do
What you want, but fundamentally,
that's how the
the
jab
jab should be thrown
from a
from a
boxing one.
one-on-one standpoint.
Yeah, he didn't move it.
His head. That only works so good on people who's smaller and not volume hungry. He got in there with Paul Williams and got his pack busted. Another left-hander who'll be throwing a multitude of punches. Doesn't work like that. That's when I start understanding it's certain people you could do that with. People who non-punchers, like the Malinazis, you coming straight to them, high guard. Young, 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 you ripping, you making it a dog fight. You not boxing. Fuck is you doing boxing with somebody who don't even got no power? Man, get out of here. You see what Sean Porter did to him. Ran right through him. Crawford is a good fighter who has his mechanics down to the T. He got many ways to come to the ring. Yeah, he got mad ways. Because it's really all about understanding when your fundamentals is intact and you can trust on your defense, that allows you to take chances. I mean, let me know if that's not a fact. This is the crazy part. Guys who don't have power and they boxing off the back foot and they don't have inside work, it's because they're not comfortable with their defense at the end of the day. It's because you're not comfortable with your defense at the end of the day. Because if you is, why do you got to keep back? Yo, yo, I don't know what all that noise is. I hope y'all not hearing all that noise. Hope y'all not hearing all that weird noise.
Y'all not hearing all that weird.
Yeah, but anyway, um, this is why the boxing is like you. If somebody, that's when I start realizing, dang, defense is single-handedly the most important thing in boxing because once you are defensively sound, you realize that you can take chances. You don't have to keep going backwards. And I don't mean defensively sound. I mean defensively sound because you can afford to in the midst of a lot of shot. And it didn't matter who I fought, when I fought them. It didn't matter. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, high guard, busting you down. And that's just what it is. That's what it is. I don't care who you in there with. It's the style you. It's really boxing is about the style you need to overcome the style you against. Those are bars. Boxing is about the style you need to overcome the style you against. And sometimes you have to use a mixture of styles um, because the person could be trying to make adjustments, constant adjustments. Constant adjustments. Man, listen. If I was boxing today, I would be doing what I used to do, which is catching punches, slipping you all over the place, and really touching you with the jab to the guts, to the head, until I break you down and knock you out. That was the game plan because I couldn't be hit. My defense is crazy. It's all over the tube. Lomachenko versus Kambosos show footwork can put your opponent in position to fire, smother, and yeah. It don't matter though because too much footwork can also put you in position to get you put to bed. That's why I just said you gotta switch up all them styles. You gotta know how to use a conglomeration of styles. But one style that has not one style, one skill in every style that you have should be defense. See, these are the things that I see. This is a bar. Listen, boxing is judged on skill. A skill is to be able to land accurate punching. A skill is to take over the fight and become the general. A skill is to use your aggression effectively, even if it's passive aggressive, meaning you're moving off the back foot. That's a bar. Hit my app. Hit my cash app right now before I slap the taste. Then defense is one of the the four criteria. Those are skills. Because accurate punching describes all punching, jabs, everything. Everything. Yeah, that wouldn't have been hard. Cause he can't fight coming forward. I would have caught him coming in and stopped him brutally. I would have let him come in and then dig into the guts, throwing five pieces, and then slipping a couple, getting back, moving. Soon as he come in, meeting me, Wang Yang stepping in and trying to catch you coming in with certain shots. Because he can't box off the back foot, and he gonna be doing all of that, trying to get in. As soon as he come in throwing the shot, I'm just gonna meet him. Yang, yang, yang. It's just that is just literally what I seen what he was doing and having problems with that Chuhak Zion. So you gotta think if he can't punch coming forward and he don't know how to use the jab coming forward and cut off the ring and take his time, then when he doing all that extra, soon as he come in and throw a shot, you just meet him. Really meet him to the head. You ain't really gonna hurt no black fighter to the body. Meet him to the head. I'm telling you. Black fighters don't like getting hit in their nose and in their head. I'm telling you, they don't. Some fighters don't mind taking a head shot. It's the body. That body, you gotta know who this body to go to. Yeah, that's just regular boxing. Counter punching. You gotta have space to get your shots off in range in the five ranges. So that's just common sense. You gotta have your five ranges down so you will know how to land your shot. If you don't, you will be packed down. Packed down, buddy. pack down there.
Watch out. That's why it's important.
That's why it's important, Night. Night. Do you think it's important? Huh? Do you think it's important?
And it's
It's an easy pack for real. He be raising his chin up.
you gotta
Know how to, with Ennis, you gotta know how to be at that angle, keep your hands up decent, and be fundamental. Like, fundamental, like Mikey Garcia, but with athleticism.
real talk. Yeah, it's mad different
Punches, period, but it don't matter if you don't know when to use them. That's what I'm saying. In this, you be right here catching his punches, bang, bang, coming back with your shots. Because he be blazing up in the pocket, pulling his chin up. Long as you keep your hands up good, you gon' capitalize and end up breaking him down.
even if you listen.
Even if you know how to press him, if you press and he get to backing out, throwing one shot at a time and trying to get out of there, all you gotta do is learn how to put a couple shots together and loop a shot.
You miss the loop, you go right.
Right back down to the guts. Like, it's just certain things you just gotta know how to do to keep you on point in that ring and be safe. And you really learn that from fighting. Hit that cash happy though. You really learn that from fighting. What that Tio work on? Or they didn't cut it off.
Let's see. Ain't nothing going on
Yeah.
on the top rank, John.
It's on ESPN Plus.
Anybody got any news?
Who's on the scrap?
No, Ennis be throwing.
Throwing punches in between your punches. He just be pulling his chin up.
In the pocket. That's the thing.
My style was made for longer rounds because I could pop shot you to death with clean shots. When you slow down, that's when I'm going to start really beating you up
With combination.
because you slowing down.
Quiz, dog.
What are you doing retracting so many messages? Get it
Together, buddy.
You already been on here for 90 minutes.
Where do time be going on?
These Jones. What crack, and then I'll be back. Listen,
Know that God neither
protects,
rewards,
kills.
heals, steals, and left you with the comfort of doing those yourself. Know that. Warn yourself.